Alright guys, welcome to another video, and in this video we're going to be animating the player whenever he jumps, but we're going to be doing it a little bit differently than before. We're going to be using something called sub-events, and if you understand computer programming, then this concept is actually going to be really simple to you, but if not, I'll try to explain it the best I can. So what you want to do is we need to first test if the player is actually jumping. So of course we're going to test for the player box, and under here we have a bunch of platform behaviors, and we first test, is the player jumping? Well, after this we need to check a couple things. We need to first check, was he moving or was he standing still? So we always want to test if he's jumping, but then we need to test something after that. So in order to test one thing after another, we add something called a sub event. So if we, let me guys deselect this so you guys can see. Okay, so have this event selected, and then once it is selected, press S on your keyboard. What this is going to do is it's going to add a sub event of this event, basically saying, okay, you test if the player is jumping. They are. Now what do you want to test for? So basically a test after a test. So the first thing we need to check for is, was he running? So of course, player box, just like before, platform is moving. So this is basically saying, was he jumping? And if he was he moving while he was jumping? So on this one, we need to add that jump from run animation. So of course, the animation goes on player, and we need to set the animation to jump from run. Done. Now, aside from this, we also want to say, okay, was he not moving or was he staying still whenever he jumped? So this one is, he jumped while he was moving, and now if you highlight this and hit S again, it's going to add another jump event. And here's another thing that is kind of confusing, but let me just do it and then I'll tell you guys what's going on. So we're basically going to test is moving like before, but once we have this one highlighted, then press I on your keyboard, or what you can do is you can press I or right click and press invert. And what this is pretty much saying is X, platforming is moving, or basically, let me read this like how the computer program is going to read it, and this is going to make sense. Okay, did the guy jump? If he did, then do this animation. If he didn't, or excuse me, if he was moving while he was jumping, do this action. If he was not moving while he was jumping, do this action. So whenever you see the X or invert, just in your mind read not. So the player is not moving while he's jumping. Well, of course, in that case, we just want to add the animation jump from stand. So did he jump? If yes, jump from run, or excuse me, is he moving? Jump from run. Is he not moving? Jump from stand. Hopefully you guys understand that. And the reason I said if you're a computer programmer, because there's a thing called if-else statements. Tomato, tomato, not important. But anyways, once we play this now, we see that we get two, let me go down to my ground floor right here, we get two different animations. First it checks, is he jumping? If so, just do jump from stand. And also, is he running and jumping? Then we're going to do jump from run. So you still see that we got a little issue right here with the animations. They look kind of weird, and we're going to be fixing those in the next tutorials. So basically what I'm talking about is he remains animated after you jump. You see what's going on? So that's a little bug, and I'm going to show you guys how to fix that in the next video. But hopefully you understand this, and if not, just watch the tutorial again or do it. Follow along with me, and it'll make sense. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.